Hello and welcome back to the Reaper. So today is a tactical debrief of last night's flight. Last night's flight was, we had a pop at the Israelis, and the Israelis absolutely slaughtered us, which is annoying because I thought we had a really cool plan, but it obviously fell apart and they were smarter than we thought. If you didn't watch the main match, basically we've got a bunch of us here, about, 25 of us in 3rd gen fighters. Hostiles have a port there, and it's called Port Face, as someone suggested on the YouTube. It's defended by 4 F-15s, 4 Israeli F-16s, and 4 American Hornets that are going to scramble from this carrier here, plus SAMs, plus everything else. So all in all, it's a bit of a mare. So it obviously fell apart and went completely wrong. So we're here to find out why. Now, before we even get to the fight, which is about 70 miles over there, we had all kinds of problems, so we'll try and follow the group and see what went wrong and why we had so many problems. Basically, only about half of the guys, half of the strike group actually made it over the mountains, so something went wrong. I didn't have time to look, so now we're going to look through for the first time and see what happens. Stand by. So first we've got who are they called? Cutlass. So this is Sherman's Cutlass. You've got 5 guys here in MiG-21s and F-5s. Their plan was to go out roughly out here, station there until they're called in, and then they were going to be a distraction force for the F-15s and the F-16s. So off they toot, up they go, and there's all 5 of them. Yep, all 5 of them made it up. So, and they did. They went up, and from memory, they went up and did a good job. So that's fine. Next, we have the Harriers of Sabre and the F5s of the Suicide Squad, which were, oh God, who were they? Okay, well, 4 of the 5 F5s. Whoops, that's Cap nearly hitting his teammate. Look at that. That is batshit crazy. Let's go and have another look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is drive. You know what? I used to be, long time ago in my other life, I used to do drifting, which is a type of skidding in my silly Nissan. And you can tell it's coming handy because look at that. Whee! Look at that. Overlapped wings and everything. That is driving, sir. Probably shouldn't be going so fast in the first place. That's what happens when you're trying to film these guys and drive at the same time. Anyway, let's stop that nonsense. These were the Suicide Squads. That's 4 F5s. They were meant to be 5, so someone's died before they've even got to the runway. So that's a red flag. I don't know who it was. Also, the Harriers of Sabre, led by Atomic. There was 5 of them in the spreadsheet, or planning spreadsheet, but only 3 of them made it to the runway. So 2 of them died before they even got to the runway. So it'd be nice to know where those 3 guys went, because it obviously scuppers if 3 guys don't even make it into the air. So that's all lovely. Excuse me. Up go the Harriers. I don't think anyone crashes or does anything silly. All Jim's struggling a bit. Look at that. That's his first time in an F5, I'd imagine. Yeah. And up they go, and that's all fine and good and dandy. And then the experienced boys are coming. It's Blood's Hammer, which only had 3 guys. And this is going to be a sick takeoff. Stand by for this. Woo! Look at that. You can tell he used to practice formations. Bolted to his wing like a bloody magnet. Don't know why we're watching this. It's not really very tactical, but it is cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's continue. Has anyone crashed yet? Yes, Odge has got lost. No, he hasn't, sorry. It just looked weird in his display. He's okay. He'll get back down. Now, here's one thing. Notice that Odge is at 1,700 feet. I told everyone to be on the deck. On the deck means on the deck. Because otherwise it's much easier for these guys with their magnificent radars. F-16s and F-15s have huge radars that can spot all the way out here 70 miles and see F-5s and stuff like that. Hence why you've got to be low, because it drastically reduces your radar signature when you go low and put the terrain in the background. So good example there, how not to fly. Got to stay low and really stay in your group as well. It's really easy to do. Anyway, let's carry on. So we're taking off. Up we go. These dudes here are all looking good. Has anyone crashed yet? We still have 4 F5s and we still have 3 Harriers. That's an excellent start. Up go these dudes. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful, isn't it? Look at Shifty right on his wing. Vegan heroes. Anyway. I do like my formation flying. Okay, next. It's these boys. These boys are... Oh, God. Who are they? Buick. Trash experienced guy leading Buick. We've got Seth, Zoidberg, Static. Excuse me. So they've got a nice, good formation takeoff as well. That's pretty sick. The good thing about the Vegan is it tells you what stage of afterburner you're in, and then you can match your stage of afterburner at. Now, there's a problem here. Now, you can tell when something's not right, because when the trail suddenly disappears like that, it means they've gone through the ground and come up through the ground. Only one thing does that, and that's lag. So stand by as we see the drastic after effects of lag. Through the ground again, and crashed. So, and it's no surprise to see that it's Seth. And here's a great example of a rare but fixable problem. So everyone else is fine, but Seth just crashes, and he's a perfectly good flyer. It's not, he's not done anything wrong. What it is you can see, his computer has lagged him through the ground. That is, it's not lag. He lives quite far away, so his ping and his lag are fairly high, but nothing spectacular. He's by far not the most laggy person here. What he's got is something called recurring packet loss. We've had a guy have this before in America, and it's very fixable. So Seth, I keep forgetting to talk to you, but you've got to get this sorted, otherwise you're going to start doing more damage than good to the squad. So it's nothing to do with your lag. It's to do with your, most likely a software problem is blocking your packet, and every 5 to 6 seconds, that took about 5 to 6 seconds to get from there to there, it's cutting all connection to our server, and you're lagging out. Lagging out's the wrong word. You're literally disconnected from our server for about half a second to a second. I spotted this. This is why I can't show you in any of the movies, because all you do is disappear and then reappear again. So you've got to get that sorted and be proactive and not ignore it. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. We've got experts, network experts. We've got RD Static here. We've got Recoil. We've got all sorts of guys basically that are experts on networks problems, and they will help you solve the problem. So get that sorted, because it's getting a little bit silly at this point, obviously. So that's that. So we've lost another man already before we've even taken off, which is very embarrassing. Next, what is going on? Okay, on the plus side, we haven't lost anyone else, so that's good. Right, let's go scroll forward. So we've lost 4 guys now before we've even travelled 10 miles. And we have another problem. Someone's disappeared. We've lost a Harrier. Stand by. I'll try and work out who that is. Appears to have crashed into something. That is a disconnection. Gumbo is disconnected. Yeah. So what happened there? He's lagged out, disconnected, and then it's forced him to crash into the ground. So that's fair. When that happens, you are allowed to restart. So I think he does restart. Nothing that can be done about that. It's just had a bit of lag on his internet for some reason. Alright, so we've lost another man. So that's 5 down. Before we've even covered 20 miles. Now, notice how spread out we are. I specifically told our men not to spread out, because it's going to cause a problem on target. So now I'm working, if you remember the movie, well, I didn't even show it in the movie, but I'm working like a bitch right now, trying to get these guys faster and these guys slower. So we will do that eventually when we get to the mountains. The good thing is, at least everyone's in their group. I always say how you've got to fly in formation, and this shows how important it is. At least everyone's keeping in their group. So we're down to 2 Harriers. We started off with 5, we're now down to 2. So you can see this mission was never going to happen, even from the bloody start. Right. Plus side, there are 4 F5s alive, so these guys started out as a 5 ship, but they're down to 4, but at least we've got 4. And they're okay formation. One little criticism is they're going over the mountain rather than through the valley. That is a valley, clear valley, that should be going through there. But these guys went over the mountain. I think they got away with it. I don't think the F-15 saw them, so not the end of the world. Yeah, the Suicide Squad just got lost. So the idea was to find the valley to go through. You know, it's like Star Wars. You've got to find the trench to go through. Otherwise, you're simply not going to make it through. These guys, their leader just led them wrong, and they hit a mountain. And when they hit a mountain, you can see all that altitude's going up. It makes them visible. This is probably going to be what cocked us up. I imagine these F-15s. So at this point, I'm shouting at them to get in the canyon. So they're turning into the canyon now. Our Vegans are doing fine in trail. Oh dear, what's happened to these guys? wow, these guys are down to 2. These guys started off as 4 ship. They took off. There's clearly 3 of them. Auntie's way too high. She's up here at Angel's 1.7. You've got to be down on the deck. You're going to scupper the mission otherwise. Right, they're all together. Great, that's lovely. So what goes wrong? Still all together. Auntie's back down now, so that's good. Still together. Oh dear. It all goes pear-shaped. So Auntie's lost situational awareness. She's past her teammates. She's probably trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And this isn't going to end well. I don't know what that was. A bomb came? Don't know. No idea. Maybe it was a disconnection or something? Something weird. I don't think she did anything wrong. Must have just lagged out and disconnected. Give me strength. So we're down to 6 guys lost from the strike route already before we've even got to the mountains. Good lord. Right. Can anything else go wrong? There's not enough bloody people left to do the bombing. Oh, give me strength. This guy's just crashed into a hill. Say it isn't so. Climbing. This guy just there's a hill in front of you, and he's just hit it. So there you go. 7 guys down before we've even got into the canyon. Oh my word. So there's literally half of our number already. Oh, I should tell you, this is a Saturday mission. It's open to everyone, so it's a tiny excuse, but not really excuse. Everyone can get into a bloody mountain. So the Suicide Squad's got lost again, so I'm going to be hollering at them to get back on task. So there's 3 of them now, 5 down to 3. Okay, at least they got back into the valley. That's small. Okay, and luckily no one's seen any of our errors so far, so we've got away with it. We're all good. Trash, there's only 2 of them left now, are going way too slow. We did ask them to speed up. So, now we get to this waypoint 2, which is the problem part, because we have to go over the mountains at this point. The canyon runs out. So, the obvious thing is to go where Atomic's going. Go through that little valley there. That's going to be the best. Not the only way, but you could go around here and around there like that. So, let's see. This Odge has gone out here. It's not too bad. Skadreki's gone over the mountain there. It's a little bit high for my liking. But again, it's easier to obviously see from this view. Where is Bud taking us? It's going to take us the same way by the looks of it. Oh dear. Odge has got lost. Oh no, and he's climbed up to 8,000 feet. No, he's gone over this big mountain. That's going to be the nail in our coffin, isn't it? King's followed, 8,500 feet. And there, right there, they see it. You can see these F-15s starting to break. They've seen us. We've called these guys in, but they're not in early enough. We should have called them in a lot earlier by the looks of it. They should be, you know, kind of around here by now. And our skies, I don't know. Oh, it could even be the Vegans. Look, the Vegans were high as well. We were just too high. Vegans were up too high, too visible, in line of sight. These guys up too high, visible, line of sight. Even some of the Harriers went low enough, up 9,000 feet there. So, oh dearie me. And once that happened, those F-15s, those Israeli pilots, are going to make absolute mincemeat of us. There's nothing we can do to defend ourselves from these guys. They can shoot us from 20 miles away. So it's all going to get very ugly. A bit disappointed that these guys got fucking lost. And there's not even very many of us left anyway. So these guys, these F-15s are diving for speed. I see there that the speed is set to ground speed instead of true speed, which is really annoying, so it means we can't look at the speeds. If anyone knows how to fix that, please tell me, because I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, so let's run forward. So at this point, we are pretty much doomed. Okay, so we've scrolled forward a little bit. Sherman's guys are coming in, and they've got the radars on and whatnot. Don't know why X-Commander's still down here. He's supposed to be up high with them, so that's bad. And they've done their job. They've got the F-16s, but the problem is, at least some of the F-15s had already seen us and want our blood. Look, you can see these F-15s diving down 700 odd knots, even though we can't really take the speed seriously, and that is going to be a mess. Sherman's guys have at least got all 4 look, he did well. He got all 4 F-16s and 1 F-15. So there's only 3 F-15s that actually came and wiped out our strike group. So if all of us had made it through, rather than half of us dying like retards, we could have actually maybe made it through these 3 F-15s. So that's something to think about as well. And here out comes the first of the AMRAAMs. And we're just not set up for dodging AMRAAMs. We're heavy with bombs. We're essentially almost defenceless. As far as I know, these guys should be getting a warning from that missile, so they should be, I don't know the Harrier, but they should be doing something, putting chaff out or something. That said, I don't think any of them would really save them. So that's first guy out, more or less. Second F-15's in. It's going to be great to see how efficient these F-15s can be, because it's not easy fighting these guys down in the canyon. It takes a while to find us. Sherman's done a lovely job there. He's got all 5 of these guys on his tail, just like he's supposed to. Got another AMRAAM out there. That's going to finish. That's going to hit tender by the looks of it. Nothing he can do at that range. Pow, in the chops. He's down. And another guy, Skadrecki, down. At this point, we're panicking. We're calling the suicide squad. This guy's coming for Hammer. And look, we've just seen him. Blood seen him at the last second, and he's merged. Dogfight with us. We've got sidewinders, but we've got bombs on. We can't go fighting this guy, so we're just going to carry on. We're going a little bit too slow as well. Tomic's amazingly made it through. How's Sherman doing? Sherman has now almost merged with these guys over here. Look, he's doing exactly what he's meant to do. He's getting missiles fired at him, and he's turning round and going cold. Let's see how that works out. Yep, look, they all dodge. Missiles coming out. Oh, one guy got shot. That was ex-commander. He doesn't really seem to know what's going on, so he got shot. These guys all do a lovely job and escape. God knows how they escape that F-16. Let's see, shall we? It turns around. It loses. It just loses its. These AI-controlled planes are really good when they're defending a target. When they are pushed out away from the target, they start to lose situational awareness a bit. And he's lost track of what's going on, so he's turning cold. So that helped Sherman a lot, because that would have wiped him out. What happened here? Have we missed anything? Yep, one guy's got shot down. I don't know why we're watching this. It's just it's very gory. Nothing good will come of this. That's another guy down. Was that Cap? No, it was someone else. No, Cap's made it through. Beautiful. Oh, Shifty's having a bit of trouble. It really is the wolves in with the sheep. Another guy just got shot there. On the plus side, look, although we've suffered heavy losses, this group has got through. So we can still get at least 4 planes on target. Blood is just too slow. Look, you got F-15s doing over 600 knots ground. This is ground speed, by the way, which is annoying. And Blood's, he's max burner, but he's just not fast enough. Too much drag on that bird. Never had a chance. We've got max speed F-15s coming in. Can we make it? Cap's not pissing around at this point. A full burn up, 6. That shows how fast you can go with a Viggen, a loaded Viggen. I was going 650 knots there. So Blood should have been doing that as well, and so should Shifty. Right, no excuse for anyone to fuck up now, so let's get this done. F-15 coming in, putting some pressure on us. We've got a missile out, and King's detected it, and he's doing everything he can. He's done a big pull. Lovely. And another big pull. He's got chaff and flares out. He's going to beat it. Oh, look at that. Gutted. It's a little bit unlucky. It was a long-range shot. I think he should have dodged that. I think just his particular trajectory that he chose just wasn't quite right. And the other thing is, it would have been nicer to see him. That's a little hill there. He could have actually probably gone down the other side of that hill if he was really, really low, which he wasn't. You can see he's actually a good 500 feet. If it went for future, if he had dodged kind of 100 feet down the backside of that hill, he probably could have beaten this missile, even though it was high. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm wrong. A little bit unlucky, but that's how it goes. You're fighting AMRAAMs at the end of the day. We have the main man. Cap is on target. Oh God, look what I got shot down by. How embarrassing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. To learn from everyone, stop there. That there, big circle, is the maximum range of these AIM-7s from this carrier, yet they're shooting me from twice the distance. I had no idea that that was bugged, so that's a bug there. They should only be able to fire to the edge of this circle. So that was annoying, because I could have got out otherwise. What a pisshead. Let's see Cap's glorious moment, shall we? I was meant to come in, I was briefed to come in along this shoreline, and I put bombs along here, but it all went pear-shaped, obviously. Everyone started dying, so I just concentrated on getting to target, which is probably the right thing to do. Bombs out. Beautiful set of bombs. Look at that. Dang, 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 dang. Loads of damage. And then 9G, I'm out of there. And look, I beat the missiles. What a hero. Oh, right. And a 120C in the face. Never had a chance. Oh dear. What happened to Atomic? So Atomic detected that, so they can detect missiles. Look at that, a massive 20-mile shot came at Atomic. He was dodging, he was jinking, and he beat... Oh, that's so embarrassing. He beat the missile, which is annoying. The missile was beaten, but he stalled himself into that mountain. So unlucky. If it had just, you know, better trajectory, he could have easily beaten that. Never mind. Another long bomb, 120... Oh dear, poor old Shifty. So Shifty did it right. He came down... Instead of going straight for the target, he came down the coast, which he was briefed to do, but it turns out it was the wrong thing to do. The right thing to do is what Cap did, which was just straight to the target, maximum Mach. But he's going relatively slow and along the coast, which gave the hostiles more of a chance to kill him, and of course they did eventually. One of the AIM-120Cs got through to him, so that's a shame. So close. Almost bombs outlet. And, yep. And that was probably the ugliest fight we've ever done. Oh, right. We've got stuff going on. Don't know why we're going to watch this, but I guess we are. Got a Viper has got in amongst the A-10s. Just ploughed 2 missiles into this dude. Yeah, look at that. Somehow missed these 2. Got a 120 Bravo out. There's not a lot this guy can do. A little bit of jinking from chaff, but it's probably going to hit him. Zap. Luckily, it's an incredibly resilient aircraft. And another Bravo out. Right in the chops. Nothing he can do. Zap. Still he's going. That was amazing. Tony and Ello realise the world of pain is coming, so they're going defensive. Great jinking. Not enough. Ello's out. Oh, Taz is fired at Tony. That's embarrassing. Luckily, Tony... Yep. Dodged it. Actually, no, I think Taz did fire at the S-16. My mistake. Did fire at the 16, but obviously it was miles away, so it didn't hit it. And then Taz finally got shot down. He knew he was going out, so he put some last missiles in the air. And obviously, there's no match here. Great flying from the Vipers. Oh, we just ran him into the ground at the end of the day. It's fine. Tony's the last man standing. Jeez, look at that. Zoom climb. These F-16s, we're going to get an F-16 eventually to fly, but it's great to see that zoom. Actually, it's not that fast. Oh no, hang on, we're looking at ground speed, aren't we? God, this speeds are driving me nuts. That, I mean, I can just tell, ignore the speed there, that doesn't matter. You can just tell how fast it's moving on the screen. Look at that rate of climb of that 16. Zoom! Right up into space. Angel's 30, like, in a few seconds. Angel's 32, Angel's 33, 34. Angel's 35, and he wasn't even particularly fast in the first place. Can't wait to get that bird. Very capable. Another Viper's in. Dropped his tanks, I think there was. Merged, didn't get a firing solution. Oh, he's going to do another cool... Is he going to do a zoom climb or is he going to do a yo-yo? He should do a yo-yo here, slow himself down and get on that A-10, but he's not human. He's just ones and zeros. So he just flies up like a retard. That's fine. Right, oh my god. Sherman's boys, I mean, they've done well. They've survived against a bloody assault of 5 Israeli fighters. So you can't really complain. This guy is guns only. He's fired all 8 AMRAAMs at these guys, and they've dodged them all. I think only 2 of these guys have died. Commander and someone else. No, Fortinero didn't die. Fortinero RTB'd for some reason. So they've done bloody well. Sherman's flights always seem to do well. Oh god, Tony's gonna die. You know, there's nothing he can do. He's got 4 fighters on him. Azun is going out swinging though. Look at this, and he's firing at stuff as well. Kapow! No chance of hitting, but it's great to see missiles going out. And he's dodged an AIM-120C. What a hero! Another missile out. Kapow! Kapow! Look, he's even panicking this F-15. It was at Angel's 40. Wonderful. He's got his chaff out, he's doing all the right countermeasures, all the right moves, and he's dodging another one. This is great to see. Look, this guy's still defensive. So Tony saved Sherman by keeping all these guys busy. And obviously, there's only so far you can go before you run out of luck. And that was them. And anything going on here? So these guys, these AI planes will basically stop flying properly when they get out so far away from the base. Their computer brains just break down. They don't really know what to do. You've got an F-16 here heading towards Sherman. He should be firing Zamrangs off and killing all these guys in one salvo, but he's not because he can't think. And he's going to merge, which is going to be pretty cool. Unfortunately, we can't analyse it properly because our speeds don't work, which is really frustrating for Cap. Look, Sherman's got a Fox 2 in there, which is a great move. Look at the manoeuvrability of the Viper. I don't know how accurately these are modelled at the moment, but look at that turn. I wonder if we can get a G-force counter on it. Stand by. So Sherman's coming in. Bangs in a 3-mile shot. Lovely, great firing solution that was. Just about the right distance as well. So that is a possible kill shot. But the turn on that 16 is like, pew. Why, he's only got 3 Gs in there. Oh, he's slow. I didn't realise he was that slow. 5. Okay, no, it wasn't as impressive as it looked. It was only a 5G turn. Still, it looks very impressive. Smashing turn rate there. Look at the turn rate on it. I'm going to have to go watch that again. That can't be realistic, surely. Look at that. Wonderful. And 2 ultra manoeuvrable fighters against each other. Now you've got a Viper versus a lightweight Viper versus a lightweight F5. The F5 loses in the power to weight ratio, but it is still a very capable fighter. We've got a merge, and this would have gone into rolling scissors. Have they kept on? No, the F-16's bailed out, and at that point a missile comes in and kills it, because this guy has done his job very well. Well done, boys. That was great to see. F-15's pounding AMRAAMs in there. Pew, pew, pew. The boys realise, get out of dodge. F-15 goes cold, he's Winchester. I think that's the end of the fight, and then these guys just turn around and go home. Fortinero takes off and shoots a RTB guy, but it's not really much of a fight. So, loads of stuff to learn there. The main problem, well, 2 main problems. One is half of the strike force had crashed or disconnected before they'd even taken off or got to the mountain, so that's a real problem. Second thing is that when we were going over the mountains, we had triggered the F-15s, 3 of the F-15s, and they came and wiped us out. We never stood a chance against them. So what we should have done is got Sherman in slightly earlier to make sure that he could have got all of those fighters before they seen us. And then I reckon we would have got through, and I reckon we would have done the mission as well. Sherman may have got wiped out, but that was kind of his job. So it's a shame, but it's really hard when you're doing this in the moment to get all those calculations right, get all those timings right. So, never mind. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.